The Eastern Conference needs to be scared by the Orlando Magic. They lost Paolo Banchero, their best player. There's a breakdown on my channel about why he's so good. And then Franz Wagner stepped up and led the team and they kept winning. And now they lost Franz Wagner and it's Jalen Suggs' turn to lead the team. And we're going to break down in this video exactly how he's doing that. And first of all, you might be wondering, Mo, why are you wearing a robe? You're doing a YouTube video. People can see you. I said, blood, I don't care. Number one, it's freezing. Number two, I'm about to make some hairline jokes, and I don't want you to see my hairline. Woo! Because it's hypocritical, all right? Jalen Suggs, this is an official plea. Shave your head. You saw what happened to Derek White before and after he shaved his head. Yeah, my brother, it's time to let it go. Go for the bold look. Look, you're a certified baller. This video is going to break down why you're such a good basketball player. You don't need to keep hold of that hair. Let it go. Go bold like Derek White. And you see how that elevated Derek White's play? All right, now let's get into the video. We're going to break down what happened in the NBA Cup quarterfinal between the Magic and the Bucks. Now, the Bucks won this game, okay? However, the Bucks should have steamrolled this Magic team, missing their two best players. Imagine if the Bucks were without Dame and Giannis, okay? So shout out to the Magic. They did a great job. They did a fantastic job. Shout out to the coach Mosley. Shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to Goga Bitsadeh, dunking on Giannis' head top. Shout out to Giannis for getting revenge. But let's get into the film, and I'm going to break down what makes Jalen Suggs a winning player. Okay, we're going to start off by looking at his defense, okay, because he's a great defender, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. Here he's matched up with Damian Lillard, okay? He stays with Dame. Forget about all of this. Just watch Jalen Suggs staying locked in, focused on defense, okay? He's with Dame. He's got himself between the basketball and Damian Lillard, okay? If Dame goes this way, he can go with him. If Dame comes this way, well, you're going to see what happens. So Dame comes up. He uses his body positioning to slide through the screen. He does a great job of fighting over it, okay? Now, Dame comes off this pick for Giannis. Giannis is a big body. Suggs has to step out, okay? This usually is a pull-up shot for Dame Lillard, because he can let that fly and he can see the defender in drop coverage. There's a lot of space for him to shoot this. Suggs does a great job of staying disciplined here and not reaching over, not fouling, okay? You can see, just look where his hands are. His hands are down by his sides in case Dame wants to flop a little bit and bait the foul call from the ref. Dame does a great job of seeing Giannis cut into the hoop and making this pass over to Giannis. The only problem with that, by the way, great job on Giannis catching the ball, even with the help defender coming to get it. Giannis should have recognized Brook Lopez here. But before he can do that, he's thinking of scoring. And Jalen Suggs has just walked down the lane. And Giannis has got the ball here. Low position. Guards always got the pesky guards trying to get the ball. That's why they tell bigs, don't bring the ball down low. Jalen Suggs strips it away. Okay? There's one. This time, he's not guarding Damian Lillard. Okay? But I want you to keep an eye on Jalen Suggs on this top right corner of your screen. Okay? He's not guarding Dame, and the Magic have done a great job of this recently by using Suggs as a help defender. Instead of putting him on the other team's best offensive threat, which they have done previously, now he's being used more as a help defender. That's something that Ime Udoka and Joe Mazzulla love to do. Especially now Joe Mazzulla does it with Drew Holiday, and the Magic are trying to do it with Suggs. Okay? The first thing he does is he looks at his teammate, and you can see the hand gesture that he's got going on here. He's saying, switch. Let me be in this weak side corner, helping off the non-shooting threat, well, the shooting threat, whatever. You ain't worried about him. You're worried about this guy, and you're worried about this guy, okay? He's saying, let me play in that weak side corner. Go where you go pick up Giannis. Stop him from getting a clear line to the hoop, okay? So they do that switch. Dame makes the read to Giannis because he can see all of this space. Giannis has got the runway to the hoop. Giannis goes downhill. Goes trying to stop him. But oh, look who it is on the weak side help, blocking Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is Jalen Suggs, okay? This time, as a roaming help defender, just sat in the middle of this defense. He's not guarding anyone in particular, but he's guarding everything all at once, okay? The pass comes across to Giannis, and he tips it, and the Magic go in the other direction. This time, look at it. He's got a great job of what they call screen navigation, a.k.a. he's not a shook one who's going to die on a screen. He's going to fight through it, okay? He gets round it, stays attached, and he does another great job. The referee is right here. He does another great job. If you look at Suggs' body here, of look, I ain't fouled him. I ain't fouled him. I ain't fouled him. Dame knows there's no contact there. He's in the air, and he's got to make a decision while he's in the air to shoot or pass. He's going to try and make that pass. It's not an accurate pass. Dame doesn't get the ball back. Jalen Suggs goes the other way in transition. Okay? You get fouled? I don't know. Whatever happened. Okay? Here, he's picking up Dame down the halfway line because we know he's logo Lillard. You got to guard him from everywhere. It's the Dame Giannis pick and roll people wanted to see more of. But Dame does a great job. Look at this behind the back move. Suggs' momentum's going this way. Dame does a great job of going behind the back. Okay? He's now beat his man. You got a 2-on-1. You got 2 Bucks players and 1 defender to beat. Obviously, you've got the backline help defense, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Okay? Because you just got to look at this. Goga really should have defensive position right now to try and take that charge. But I get it. It's scary trying to take a charge on Giannis. Jalen Suggs flies out of nowhere for the chase down block on Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't think people realize that was called a foul on Goga Bitadze. But I don't think people realize how hard it is to, number 1, block Giannis. Number 2, do it as a smaller guard like Jalen Suggs. So defensively, this man is absolutely elite. Here you can see him picking up full court. He's picking up Damian Lillard full court, okay? Not giving him any time to think, any time to breathe. He's there. They're running some sort of zone scheme here. As the, I hate when they do this, by the way. They just put in a FanDuel thing. Don't go on FanDuel if you're watching this channel. I'm giving you advice. Don't go on FanDuel. You probably will because you're a sports fan. But anyway, the Magic is, are they running a zone? Is it a matchup zone? But either way, he stays with Giannis, okay? And he is fronting the post. This is what we call fronting because if they try and make the pass over the top, he can try and intercept that. But just watch these two down here. He stays in the defensive stance, fronting Giannis, denying the pass for the entire possession. Dame gets the ISO on the top that he wants, but Giannis wasn't able to post up. Usually, when you see your 7-foot superstar being guarded by a guard, you make everyone clear out, get him the ball on the block. But Suggs, being that elite defensively, listen, special. Now we're going to talk about offense. And I mentioned the dunk that Goga Bitadze had on Giannis Antetokounmpo. But did you not see the pass that set this up? It's a simple play. It's a pick and roll. Goga sets the pick on Taurean Prince. Suggs is going to come off. Goga is going to drive at the hoop. Okay? The most simple play in basketball. But, oh, they've thrown in a little wrinkle. They've thrown in a little Spain action or a stack or whatever you want to call it. Okay, screen. They've got another player screening Goga's man to make this a little bit more interesting. Milwaukee mess up the coverage. But Jalen Suggs, watch here, with the right hand. Poof! The dime splits the defense. And Goga poster. Okay? That was fantastic. Now, let's have a look a little bit at his scoring. Because there's no Paolo. There's no Franz. He's got to get a bucket. He's got to get multiple buckets. Last night, he had 32 points. 18 of which came in the fourth. We're going to break that down. He had 9 rebounds, 4 steals. Okay? Stepping up as the number 1 option on this Orlando Magic team. All right? This first bucket to get him going. Okay? They're playing a pick and roll game. They've kind of trapped him into this corner. He says, okay, instead of trying to make a tough pass over Brook Lopez, where's the space? The space is down here. Kawhi's favorite area when he was with the Raptors, if you guys remember that shot. Anyway, he finds a space. He gets the bump. If you can see, he creates the contact with the defender right here. He uses that bump to create the separation so he can rise up for the baseline pull-up, and he knocks it down, okay? He gets going from there. This time around, it's a screen roll. Wendell Carter does a great job of flipping the screen when he knows that if you can see AJ Green is getting the step around the screen. So Wendell Carter is simply going to rescreen over here. Okay, that's great from the big. You got to love a big man that takes care of their guards by setting great screens. This time, he gets what we call a crab dribble. That's where you get the defender on your hip. They're playing in a drop, so Giannis has to either step up, but he's got to worry about this roll man now. So most players here, they're going to go for a mid-range pull-up or they're going to hit a floater. Jalen Suggs gets the crab dribble, keeps the defender, uses the off arm to keep the defender away. He's now got the ball here. He can rise up with the one-handed layup. And the other great thing that Wendell Carter does, okay, the other great thing he does is he does what we call the Gortat. As he's diving to the hoop, instead of just diving to the hoop looking for the lob, what he's going to do is he's going to come and set a screen on Giannis. But you have to disguise it and make it look like you're posting up. But you can see, look, he's screened Giannis. So when he does that, Jalen Suggs, instead of having to settle for the mid-range pull-up, which might not be his bag, he sees that Giannis has been screened. If Chris Middleton steps across, you've got the dime to the corner. But this is essentially a clear lane to the hoop. And he uses that with the one-handed scoop layup with the right off the glass. Easy money. Okay, this is just, it's kind of basic stuff, but doing it at an elite level and making these split-second decisions in the NBA, fantastic. Here's just a little bit of bully ball. He's got AJ Green. He said, I'm stronger than you. I used to be a quarterback. I could be in an NFL. I'm just going to back you down, turn around, spin. All right? We good with that. Okay, this time, bringing the ball up the court, surveying the floor. AJ Green does a great job of fighting over the pick and roll. But look at this. Just look at this move, okay? Because the defender is being so physical with him, getting up onto his body, he knows that when he starts sending his momentum this way, the defender's momentum is also going to go this way. So as he does that, boom, look, the defender is traveling in this direction. Jalen Suggs is about to perform a snatchback, and he's going to travel in this direction. So as he pulls that off, look, a simple move, but look at the separation he's created, and he gets himself a wide open 3-point shot. All right, this time, more pick and roll stuff. Wendell Carter Jr., great job at screening. Shout out to you as well. I'm not going to make a breakdown about Wendell Carter Jr., but shout out to you. Okay, this time, AJ Green, great job of fighting over the screens. This is what I love. This is what I love to see in the NBA. This time, the first screen doesn't work. They look like they're going to rescreen it, but they're going to ghost it. So just before he sets the screen, Wendell is going to dive. And as he does that, AJ Green's got to chase him. But Jalen Suggs knows that Giannis is worried about Wendell Carter cutting to the hoop because Suggs could easily make this pass over the top. So he's probably thinking, Giannis ain't going to jump if I shoot because he's worried about the pass. So what does he do? He steps into a confident three, rises up, and he knocks it down. That's great decision making. This time, look at the pressure he's applying to Damian Lillard. This is a little bit more defense, but the pressure that he's applying to Damian Lillard up by the half court generates a turnover for the team. Okay? Goes away. His teammate misses the shot. AJ Green can't get a rebound. He stays with the play. So many players, when they see this situation, they wouldn't really be hustling. Let's just be realistic about the modern NBA. But he stays with it, gets the offensive rebound, gets the easy two to go. Okay? And these are crucial moments of the game. Milwaukee was making a run late in that third to get away from it. Okay? And then just look at the strength. Okay? Driving on Gary Trent with Bobby Portis coming along to help. He gathers the ball in one hand, goes through all of the contact. They told me to stop just scrubbing the video and to play it. All right, I'll just play it. Look, through all of the contact, gets the foul and the bucket. Fantastic strength. Fantastic strength, okay? Now, look at this. Look where his eyes are. His eyes are looking over here, okay? He's not giving any indication of what he's about to do, okay? And as he steps with this foot, this right foot, in combination with his eyes looking over here, is making a defender think that he's going to go this way. As that foot lands, you'll see the defender's momentum shift this way. What does he do with the little hezzy? He's going to go this way. Boom. Sells the defender. By the time he's realized his mistake, Big Goga is there with the screen. Bobby's dropped way too deep. You can see the space that's there. And that, when you're in your rhythm, when you're in your bag, he pulls up and he knocks it down. Now this one, I think this is the last one I've got for you. This one is simply just, when you're in the zone, they call it a flow state. You're getting buckets. They wanted to get the switch with Dame, but Milwaukee don't give up the switch. Because first of all, what kind of a screen was this? Okay, that was pathetic. But you're one-on-one with Gary Trent Jr., who the Bucks have signed for their defense. A little through the legs, a little cross, and a pull-up bucket, right? And that gave Orlando the lead with 1:45 remaining. But I want to watch the replay here, yeah? Okay, watch how he reads the defender, because it's all about reading and reacting. Pushes to the right, he goes through his legs, and he sees Gary Trent Jr. now reaches in. As he reaches in, he crosses him over, and because Gary Trent Jr., look, Gary Trent has reached all the way. This is his hand here. He knows now if he takes a one dribble pull up here, there's no way the defender can recover in time. And he didn't recover in time, because by the time Gary Trent even gets there, Suggs is elevated. There's nothing even blocking his view of the hoop, and he's going to knock that shot down. So shout out to Jalen Suggs, man. Jalen Suggs, shave your heads. Make sure you elevate your game like Derek White, but defensively, offensively, even making plays for his teammates, making all the little plays. Shout out to you. The Orlando Magic have got their third star, all right? Franz, Paolo, and Suggs, man, they're going to be making noise in the Eastern Conference for at least the next decade if they can keep this team together. Shout out to the Orlando Magic. Shout out to Suggs. Shout out to Goga, Wendell, the whole team. I'm not a Magic fan, but I do love this squad. I just love any team that plays great defense. The Magic do a great job of generating turnovers for the other team and getting out in transition and running. But it's nice to see that even without their 2-star players, that Suggs can lead them and get buckets in the half court. And they took Milwaukee all the way down to the wire in a game that was clearly very important to the Bucks because Darvin Ham and Taurean Prince are still undefeated in the NBA Cup. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you want me to break down. Yeah, we've been doing well with the views recently, so I've been making more videos. If you want to see more, keep viewing, keep sharing, keep liking, commenting, subscribing, all them things there. And until next time, get buckets. Oh, and if you love basketball, check out the Hoop Jesus podcast. Best podcast in the world. I'll see you next time.